Let's solve another binomial theorem problem where we have two expressions given, right? We will have to expand both these expressions and then subtract them. So first, let's take the first expression, which is root 2 plus 1 the whole power 6. Let's do this. So r is equal to 0, right? So we'll take NCR. N is 6. So we'll have 6 CR is 0 into first term is root 2 to the power n minus r. N is 6 minus r is 0 into second term is 1 to the power r, which is 0. So we have taken r as 0. Next one is plus 6c1 into root 2 to the power 6 minus 1 into 1 to the power 1 plus 6c2 into root to the power 6 minus 2 into the 1 to the power 2 plus 6c3 root to the power 6 minus 3. I'll just leave everything as 1 because 1 to the power anything is 1 only. So 6c4 into root to the power 6 minus 4 plus 6c5 root to the power 6 minus 5 plus 6c6 into root to the power 6 minus 6, which is 0. Let's not evaluate it. Let's take the next expression, root 2 minus 1. Root 2 minus 1. Why we don't want to evaluate this? Because there is a possibility that when you expand this expression, some of the terms are going to cancel. So let's not unnecessarily spend time calculating all of this and calculating second expression. So this is going to be, I'm just going to copy the first expression. We don't have to literally use our mind to get this working. We'll just use the first expression. Just going to copy it like this. But just remember this negative sign. So whenever the second term is there, we'll put a negative sign. That's the only thing that we will have to be mindful about. Plus 6c1 into root to the power, I'll just copy it. 1 is going to be minus 1. 6c2 into root 2. 6 minus 2 into minus 1 the whole square plus 6c3 to root 2. I'm just copying it. Plus 6c4 to root 2. 6 minus 4. Here I have to write into minus 1 to the power 4 plus 6c5 into root 2. 6 minus 5 into minus 1 to the power 5 plus 6c6 to 6 minus 6 is 0. Minus 1 to the power 6. Now, what we have to do is first we'll have to apply this negative sign here. Only then we'll be able to cancel. Remember, this is a minus, not a plus. We'll have to subtract these two expressions. So it's a minus here. That's one thing we'll have to be remembering. So here it's minus 1. Remember my tip, what I said. Every alternate term is going to be negative when there is a negative second term. So I don't want to think much. I'm just going to put this as 1 and I'm going to put this as minus. Plus, minus, plus. So this is going to be minus. This is plus. This is going to be plus. This is going to be minus. And this is going to be plus. So this is one tip. Now let's subtract. So the first term and first term, there is a minus sign, so it's going to get cancelled. Second term and second term, minus and minus is going to become plus, so it's not going to get cancelled. Third term is 6c2 and 6c2. 2 and 6c2 is going to get cancelled. C3, this is going to be remaining. 4 is going to get cancelled. Because here there's a plus, here there's a plus, but you'll have to subtract them. So this will get cancelled. This is going to remain. This will get cancelled. I have another tip here actually. So whenever there is a subtraction, right, the first, third, fifth, the odd terms will get cancelled. That's a tip, right? So here if you see, in the other example when there was a positive sign here, the even terms, that is the second, fourth, sixth used to get cancelled. But here since there is a subtraction, the first, third, fifth will get cancelled. Then see here. I think for the entire binomial theorem, right, we'll have to remember a lot of tips and tricks. Otherwise this is going to be literally cluttered. And the tendency to do mistakes, silly mistakes is more. So it's better to use as much as tips as we can. So what we are left with here, this is minus and minus, so this is going to become plus. So we'll write it as 2 times 6c1 root 2 to the power of 6 minus 1, which is 5. 1 is just like that. Just carry forward. The next term is fourth term. 2 into 6c3 to root 2 the power 6 minus 3, which is 3. Next one is fifth one, so fifth term 6c5 root 2 to the power 6 minus 5 is 1 into 1. So let's just cross check. With the first term, you have third term, you have fifth term. So you have all the odd terms that you are evaluating here. There is another tip here. I just don't want to waste time, calculating 6c1, 6c3, 6c5. What I have done is, we have this Pascal triangle. There, for 6, you have 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1. These are the coefficients when n is equal to 6. These are the coefficients. If you just can memorize the coefficients for n is equal to 2 to 6, right? If you can memorize that, then most of this clutter of calculation can be avoided. For example, for 6, I have memorized 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1. Again, there is a tip in memorizing, right? I told you first term and the last term is always going to be 1. The second term is always going to be the same as the n value. So if the power is 6, then the second term is going to be 6. And we'll have to calculate third term, fourth term. And if you see, fifth term will be repeating. From this term, it will start repeating itself in the reverse direction, right? 15, 6, 1, 15, 6, 1. This is even if you are doing the calculation, right? Remember that the last terms will repeat itself in the reverse order. That's one tip. But if you don't want to calculate, you can memorize. So there are two ways to simplify all of these calculations. Either memorize this, when n is equal to 6, memorize this. Or if you are doing the calculation also, calculate the first 4 terms, last 3 terms, and the last 3 terms will repeat itself in the reverse order. Okay, so let me just substitute these values. 2 into 6c1 is the second term, this one. So it's going to be 6 into root 2 to the power 5 is 4 root 2 plus 2 into 6c3. It is 0, 1, let me write it down. So this is third term, which is 20. 20 into 2 root 2 plus 2 into 6c5. 6c5 is 6. 6 into root 2. That's all. So let's calculate. 12 4s are, okay, 48 root 2 plus 80 root 2 plus 12 root 2, which is 128, 138, 140 root 2. Okay, let me summarize this problem. It's too cluttered. Let's simplify it. Let me summarize. So in this case, we have two expressions where we have to subtract. First, let's expand the first expression, root 2 plus 1. Let's expand this. Let's not calculate it anywhere. Just leave. Let's just expand it and leave it. Right? The second expression, we will just copy the first expression and just keep this minus, for the second term. So this is first step. Second, let's check if we can cancel any of the terms. Now, whenever there is subtraction and whenever there is a second term as negative, I've always told in this expression, right, every alternate term is going to be negative. So here, since the second term is negative, every alternate term is going to be negative. That's tip number 1. And when you're cancelling, just remember that there's always going to be a minus sign here, right? Since there is going to be a minus sign, the odd terms will get cancelled. So first, third, and fifth will get cancelled. What will be left is second, fourth, and sixth. Second, fourth, and sixth is what is going to be remaining. That is what we have to calculate. We just don't have to write this expression again and again. We'll just multiply it by 2 like this. And tip number 4 is remember the coefficients of 6c1, 6c2, 6c3. Remember all of these coefficients. There are 2 ways to remember these coefficients. Like I said, remember them as it is, as numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember these coefficients, right? This is 6c0, 6c1, 6c2, 6c3, 6c4, 6c5, and 6c6. This is one way. If you find memorizing difficult, what you can do is you can calculate the first 4 terms. Anyway, first and the last term you don't have to calculate. It's always going to be 1. Second term, it's just going to be the power itself. So if n is equal to 6, the second term is going to be 6. This is the next step. Now let's calculate this third term and fourth term. After you have calculated 4 terms, then the remaining terms are going to repeat itself in the reverse order. So we have 1, 6, 15 here. So 15, 6, 1. It's going to repeat itself. Now, how do you know when you have to start repeating? There is another way to remember that. Anytime you have crossed the midterm, there are 7 terms here. For power is equal to 6, you'll have 7 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terms. Now for 7 terms, what is the midterm? Mid term, it's the 4th term. Right? After you have calculated the midterm, from there onwards, everything will start reversing itself, repeating and reversing.